You are watching ABC7 News at 5:30.
Welcome back. The city of Sarasota taking strides to improve the quality of its tap water. The city extending a contract with the University of Central Florida, which is now conducting a number of studies that may ultimately change the way the water is filtered.
It's an issue that residents say they've been dealing with for about as long as they've lived here. ABC7's Taylor Torregano tells us what many in our community have to say about the water quality.
Good evening. When you're thirsty, do you ever just grab a glass and turn on the faucet? Or do you opt for a filtered water jug? Maybe say even a bottle of water? Well, I hit downtown to see what locals thought about the tap water. Almost everyone had the same response. For many who live here in Sarasota, the vice mayor's face says it all.
Yeah, it's got kind of a funny taste to it.
I prefer not to drink it if I don't have to.
Because it doesn't taste good.
There were similar sentiments for Sarasota's tap water during a taste test conducted by the city over the weekend. Locals drank 5 unmarked water samples from different agencies, including Sarasota Tap, then rated them based on taste, odor, and appearance.
And we finished last of the 5 in basically all 3 taste panels that we conducted.
But the city says it's something they're now working to fix. In a partnership with the University of Central Florida, they plan to spend nearly $200,000 to improve the water quality, process, and efficiency.
They are working right now as we speak on ways to improve our taste, so they're looking at various processes to improve taste. We expect to have results from their pilot study early fall, mid-fall.
Currently, the city has 2 water sources and 2 treatment processes.
One process, we use water from a deeper aquifer. The salinity is higher, so we use reverse osmosis for that process. So we're able to take out virtually everything from the drinking water,
which gives us good tasting, odor-free water. But then it gets mixed with the second source from an aquifer 20 miles away. And that's the one that doesn't taste so great because of high levels of sulfur.
That process, we don't use reverse osmosis. We just use a cation exchange, which it's not set up to remove sulfur.
How to remove the sulfur in the most cost-efficient way is what the students at UCF are working to determine, and we can expect their first study results in October. The city of Sarasota says it's really working to get you at home involved. Saturday's taste test was just the first of many. I'm Taylor Torregano, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Not all water tastes the same, apparently. And we had a little water fall from the skies over the weekend, but now we're drying out. Let's get the latest with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
That's right. Drying out is the key here, too. Fire danger, high fire danger will exist, I think, throughout most of this work week. Out on the waters today, pretty calm conditions out there. We have a west to northwest wind, though, picking up. You'll start to see these seas increase, too. There they go. As a result of that west to northwest wind, a little sea breeze kicking in on top of that. Just the flow around that large area of high pressure trying to build in. It still hasn't done so quite yet. When you get these sunny days and you get a west wind, at times you get a high ozone count, and we certainly have that now. It's in the moderate range and expected to go possibly unhealthy for sensitive people tomorrow. Late afternoon and evening, so keep that in mind. If you have some respiratory problems, tomorrow afternoon could be a little tough going. 87 degrees right now. We have the sunshine out there, and the dew point is the low with the relative humidity now at 37%. The frontal boundary well down to our south. You can see that front stretching down through the Keys, and this will continue to push very slowly to the southeast, but it may become a factor later on this weekend as it works its way back northward as a warm front. And you can see some showers isolated at best. Inland, the rain chance less than 20%. For 1 or 2 lone showers building up over the upcoming days. So not much help with our dry conditions that we are seeing. The rain over the weekend didn't help all that much. Details on our forecast coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. An update tonight on a Central Florida sheriff's deputy who was shot in the head while responding to a dispute over a cat. It's all happening in Highlands County. Deputy William Gentry has died from his injuries. He was flown to a trauma center in Lee County after that shooting. Gentry responded to a Lake Placid home after a neighbor's cat had been shot. Gentry went to speak with the man accused of shooting the animal at his house. That's when investigators say 69-year-old Joseph Abel shot Gentry at the front door. When backup arrived, deputies arrested Abels, who they say is a felon with a history of violence toward law enforcement.
The University of Florida is apologizing after several black students were pulled off the stage during a graduation ceremony. The students were celebrating their achievements by dancing when an usher pulled them off stage. University President W. Kent Fox acknowledged the staffers' inappropriately aggressive conduct. Fox assured parents and students that the hands-on removal process has been banned from all future ceremonies.
With concussions being a big concern for parents, Lakewood Ranch High School is making an effort to make the game smarter and safer.
The football program is investing in brand new helmets and pads that they say will decrease the likelihood of concussions. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo joins us with details on the new technology being used in those helmets and why some say it may be an unfair advantage. Dwayne?
Well, Jacqueline, other squads in Lakewood Ranch's district may call it an unfair advantage, but the staff over at Lakewood Ranch says the advantage of safety is what's important.
There it is, Lakewood Ranch High School's head football coach, Christopher Colton, rolling out their new smart helmet made by Rydell's ITT Technology Center. Each helmet equipped with 5 sensors registering a player's every move.
I believe we're at the forefront technology-wise of what an impact is, how we can protect the kids and go forward.
Staff stressing in addition to taking the head out of tackling, the primary reason for these helmets is the safety aspect, getting a better grip on concussion protocols.
And what this does is it gives us an actual data point and data set where we can lock in and see, whether the kid's showing symptoms or not. It can monitor when a kid is having excess contact, when the kid's had contact, where the contact has come. I can pull this device up and tell him if he's leading with his head, if his head's too low.
Chris Austin, all in favor, playing at quarterback.
It helps me avoid injuries, head injuries.
Athletic Director Sean Trent says with the helmet data, they can improve training techniques and practice plans. And while competing with district powerhouses, Braden River and Venice, he does admit there may be a slight advantage.
I think it's a huge advantage over the scheme of 4 years when the kid's playing at this school and gets to wear this technology.
If that's an advantage, then so be it. Then we've got an advantage. If the advantage is safety, you bet we've got that advantage.
All at the expense of football boosters and what they have raised over the years, providing varsity and JV teams with new gear.
We are the only program of this magnitude that is doing this at this level. There are other schools that are doing it on a smaller scale. But as far as every single kid that walks through that door into our locker room is getting outfitted with this stuff.
Now, only a few players will be donning the new helmets during the spring season, but at the beginning of the fall season, every player will have been fitted and ready to go with these new smart helmets and pads. Back to you.
All right, Dwayne, thank you so much. Students from Bay Haven Elementary School will represent Sarasota County at a worldwide competition. 6 students won the state title in Odyssey of the Mind. It's a creative problem-solving competition. Their team built a structure from balsa wood that weighed just 15 grams, but was able to hold hundreds of pounds. Their coach says the competition helps them with creative and critical thinking, as well as teamwork.
It's just really an amazing process because they learn to believe in themselves and their ideas, and they can solve things without the help of adults, which is amazing because it does not allow outside assistance of parents or anybody.
The team will go to the world competition in Iowa at the end of May.
Well, you may have noticed the big black and red circus tent that is now up on US 41 in Palmetto. That tent belongs to Cirque Italia, which you may remember for its water circus performances. But this time they're doing something different, something supernatural. Paranormal Cirque is a show not for the faint of heart, and the audience is required to be over the age of 18. Of course, there will be clowns, acrobats, illusionists, and acts to get your heart racing.
Gotta be prepared to be scared and walk inside the new world that is gotta be crazy, it's gotta be scary, it's gotta be tricky, but it's so unique, you can't miss it. This is the first stop for the United States.
Well, the show opens on June 7th. For more on Cirque Paranormal and a preview of the show, just head over to our website at mysuncoast.com.
A popular country music nightclub on the Suncoast is closing its doors. Joyland is announcing on its Facebook page that this Saturday night will be the final party. The bar, which has been open for 3 decades, is on 14th Street or US 41 in Bradenton. The Facebook post does not give a reason for the closure, but it says it's been a pleasure entertaining folks over the years. And they have done it for a long time, and a lot of people I've been seeing on social media are really upset that the Joyland is closing.
Yeah, I've seen some people talking about heading out for one last time before they close their doors.
Well, still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, the commercials show that sports stars need them, but doctors say the average child does not.
A warning for parents about sport drinks. Stay straight ahead.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to a premium finish. Schedule your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or go to californiaclosets.com.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score. It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach. Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to a premium finish. Schedule your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or go to californiaclosets.com.
No matter how long you've lived here on the Suncoast, there may still be some nooks and crannies that you haven't discovered yet.
ABC7's Linda Carson takes us into the wild to visit the Sarasota Succulent Society in this week's A Place We Call Home.
Welcome to the Sarasota Succulent Society.
The Sarasota Succulent Society is getting ready for their sale the Saturday morning before Mother's Day at their gardens on 38th Street. The society was started by Walter Sparkman. He moved to Sarasota from Clearwater in 1938.
He lost his job. He was a printer and he got a job with a printer on Main Street. So he moved down. He bought these 4 plots. He had the house shipped down from the north and put it on 2 of the plots and saved the other 2 to do experiments.
He wanted to find out what would grow here, but his land was low-lying, bordered by a creek, and often too wet to grow many things.
So there was a cement factory up creek that wanted access to the bay. So they widened and deepened the creek, and he had them put the spoil on the edge of his property, and that's why we have hills.
And this property got the drainage it needed. Sparkman was very well known for his knowledge about horticulture.
A few women were interested in growing plants and what he was doing, and so he was helping them learn. And they decided they should start the Succulent Society.
That was in 1950, and the society is still going strong. Mr. Sparkman eventually sold all 4 lots and his house to the society. Wilda, a member since 1969, says they still continue Sparkman's experimental gardens. Members come here on Monday mornings and the third Saturdays.
We propagate plants for sale and generally maintain the grounds. We could have a lot more people come and help us. We would love that.
You're welcome to visit when they're here. They can give you pointers.
We do recommend to people what they could use on their property and how they could incorporate these plants in what they have.
They also have educational meetings, and
we give scholarships to students that are going to be studying botany or biology or one of the environmental sciences.
Wilda says for her, the Sarasota Succulent Society makes the Suncoast a great place to call home.
It's just wonderful to be in nature, and the birds migrate through here and some live here full time. I learn something most every week here.
You will see amazing things here. They tell me this was one of the first plants on the planet. It was around when dinosaurs roamed the world. They are extremely rare. This one is a female. They're looking for a mate for it. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Now your ABC7 with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Some nice plants there, and they need rain, and we need some rainfall. It's very dry out there, not going to get much. This is the Casey Key webcam looking out there out on the Gulf, and someone asked, why aren't there a lot of people here? Well, this is a private residence right here at the end of Casey Key, so you don't get a lot of traffic there, but nonetheless, it does show a nice shot right there. Here's that dry air settling in behind this trough of low pressure now that's digging down into Florida. The frontal boundary well to the south and east of us, but we are going to see eventually that front come back northward and bring us some much needed rain. The fire danger is high for all of our area as a result of that lack of rainfall that we're going to see over the upcoming days. This is for Tuesday, the forecast. You see that it's in the very high category, and Charlotte County in the extreme category for the possibility of fires spreading rapidly as a result of the dry conditions. A lot of rain expected down into the Bahamas and down into South Florida. Not much going on here as we take you through time. Tuesday looks to be really dry, just an isolated shower or two possible, maybe a few fair weather cumulus clouds developing into the afternoon. Well, as far as the satellite imagery goes, you can actually see the sea breeze front again developing as we move through time. We are looking at the possibility of one or two lone showers developing inland. You can't really see it with that particular image, but there they are, isolated showers popping up here and there into central and south Florida right now. A little residual moisture left over and left behind from the frontal boundary. Temperatures currently across the state, 88 in Orlando, 90 in Pensacola, 87 in Jacksonville. It's 84 now in Miami and 88 in Orlando. And temperatures around town, upper 70s. That's what the water temperature is. That's what the temperature now in Inglewood is, as well as Cortez with that west to northwest wind. It keeps things just a little bit closer to the water temperature as you move inland to downtown Sarasota, 85 there, 85 in Mayaca City. Avon Park still hot at 89 degrees, but the humidity remains rather low here along the Suncoast and will do so, I think, through the upcoming days. Now, as far as the forecast goes, we are looking for the chance for a few showers coming back into the weather picture, and that will happen mainly on into the weekend, unfortunately. This picture from the Mayaca State Park, getting some nice flowers there, and 84 the high, right at the average. 70 was the morning low, that was above average. And as far as that jet stream goes, you can see it dropping down all the way into the southeast, and a few showers along the northeast coast. That area of low pressure kind of wraps up. Out west, another massive storm expected to move into the Pacific Northwest there. Temperatures, though, things really heating up over the southern plains states. 93 the high in Dallas expected, 84 in Kansas City. Minneapolis, not bad, 70 there, 69, though a bit cooler over the northeast. Boston at 61. This is a long-range forecast. That frontal boundary I mentioned down to our south, watch it how it just kind of shifts back northward as we move through town. This is Friday. Friday looks good most of the day. And then by Friday afternoon and Friday evening, we get a slight chance for a few storms. But Saturday, specifically, that front will be over the top of us. Look for a lot of clouds, especially in the afternoon and evening. And then unfortunately for Mom's Day, it doesn't look the best. We're going to see still some clouds around and a good chance for showers and even a few thunderstorms in the mix. For boaters tomorrow, seas running right around 2 feet. There'll be a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. Winds out of the northeast, turning to the north by midday, then northwest later in the afternoon. Well, the forecast, it looks warm, and then humidity coming back up on Thursday, Friday. That slight chance for scattered mainly afternoon and evening storms. And then we start to see the clouds move in both on Saturday and Sunday. Mother's Day, high of 84 with a 60% chance for showers and storms that day. And we're talking a little bit better chance for some thunderstorms in the mix. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Let's check your first alert traffic. Right now, Bee Ridge Road, slow going as you head towards the east, towards I-75. This is between Honore and Cattleman Road. You can see it's all orange and red there on the map. Jacqueline?
Thanks, Scott. In health news tonight, Gatorade, Powerade, vitamin water, they line the supermarket shelves, but who shouldn't be drinking it? The American Academy of Pediatrics says the average child should not. Sports drinks offer electrolyte replacement after physical activity, but teens are more likely to drink them because of multi-million-dollar marketing campaigns. Many states have banned sodas in schools, but still allow the sale of sports drinks, even though they're full of sugar and calories, a setup for obesity and future diabetes. Doctors warn teens and children just don't need them. Well, what's the best strategy to shop smart at the grocery store? When you're trying to make health smart and budget-friendly decisions, plan ahead. Make a list of each ingredient needed for meals to feed your family for 1 to 2 weeks. This will ensure that you don't have to make an extra trip out because you forgot that one ingredient. You'll also avoid over purchasing staple items and cluttering the cabinet. Another way is to get your family involved, have them plan some meals. This allows them to contribute to the grocery list and can help bring the family together.
Entertainment news is next, including how much money Infinity Wars is making. It's a lot.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to a premium finish. Schedule your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or go to californiaclosets.com.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore. But there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC7 is seeking a part-time video news editor with a nonlinear video editing and digital video background. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to a premium finish. Schedule your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or go to californiaclosets.com.
The world, at least most of it, is embracing Avengers: Infinity War.
Yeah, the latest Marvel mega smash reached $1 billion in worldwide box office in just 11 days. That's the fastest a film has ever hit that milestone. And that is without the world's second biggest movie market, China, where Infinity War doesn't open until this coming Friday.
Janet Jackson's icon status is being confirmed at the Billboard Awards. The superstar is set to get the Billboard Icon Award at this year's ceremony on May 20th. Jackson will also reward fans by performing live on the show, making it her first televised performance in 9 years. Jackson has been a dominant force on the Billboard charts for decades, and she will kick off another leg of her State of the World tour in July. And it's a huge night for the fashion world at the Met Gala at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. Hollywood's biggest stars and fashion insiders will all be at the fundraising event. This year's theme is Heavenly Bodies, Fashion in the Catholic Imagination. Hosts include Rihanna, Amal Clooney, and Donatella Versace. If you're interested in watching the Met Gala's arrival, we are streaming it live right now on our ABC7 Facebook page.
From winning a silver medal in the Olympics to Dancing with the Stars, Chris Mazder became the first American athlete to win a medal in men's single luge event earlier this year. And now he's showing off some fancy footwork this season on a special all-athletes edition of ABC's hit show. Mazder says his life has changed since winning the medal.
So my life has definitely changed after getting second place at the Olympics. That Olympic medal, it definitely doesn't change who I am, but it changes what I can do. I have a new level of exposure. I was able to raise a lot of money for a charity that I work with. Also, I have opportunities to be on Dancing with the Stars and put luge out into the spotlight, into a different audience that has never been reached before.
Dancing with the Stars airs tonight here on ABC7, and you can find the full interview with Mazder on our website, mysuncoast.com. He's pretty good, by the way. I watched him last week.
I did too, and some tough competition across the board for the entire show this season. I like it.
Be fun. We'll be right back with more news.